next to chat is the record button.
Oh, yep, got the recording. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Monday night's 9 o'clock show. If you have people that you would like to bring in for a very relaxed evening to kind of get to know the group, definitely take the next couple of minutes, reach out to them, send them the Zoom link, and just tell them they need to pop on the call. And unfortunately, Jillian, no, I still have not been informed of where the wine is being stored.
I hold you responsible for that, John Marie.
I'm trying. I really am trying.
You only have the wine after you're baptized by the wave, the daily wave.
No, I was promised wine. I'm just gonna hold somebody's feet to the fire until they fulfill that promise.
And when I go to church, even my priest knows. He's like, don't give her the wine. Somebody pull out the rum. Apparently you get a bad rep with the priests when you grow up with the priests. They kind of
Probably knows quite a bit about you.
Oh, yes.
We wish we were having wine, Joan.
Yes.
Good idea.
All right, well, we've got 25 people on the call. I am already recording, so, oh, love the Skittles. It's dessert time. Rainbow flavors. I have a really bad joke to tell you about that, Kylie, later. But anyway, guys, I wanted to welcome you to the 9 o'clock show. We do have 24 seats available, so if you have anybody that you would like to bring into a very relaxed meet and greet, questions and answers, please hit them up and get them on the call. If you've got any of your downline that, just haven't wanted to come to the calls because they claim they don't have time or whatnot, tell them, dude, this is the night to make time, and hijack their phone system.
So funny.
When in doubt, use fiber optics.
Can everybody please mute themselves? If you're not actually speaking to Shauna, please hit the mute button, left bottom corner.
All right, there we go. So I do have everybody muted at this time only because Zoom loves to pick up a lot of the background noises from our speakers. Again, tonight is a very general, relaxed conversation. It is in regards to the tsunami system and basically reaching out to all of you to see how you are doing in the system, what you feel about the system, how are you liking it. I would love to hear about your pros as well as your cons. This is a place where we would like to give you the platform to lead tonight's show. Do I have any takers? Anybody that wants to raise their hand first and either give, tell a kudos or something that through the tsunami system has helped change their life or make a positive difference?
I'll start.
Yay, thank you.
That. So, a little over 18 months ago, I was well and truly in more debt than I could handle. And I actually started thinking in the tsunami financial way shortly before I found tsunami. And I had started to get rid of programs that weren't making me any money. I'd started to get rid of people who kept wanting to drag me into these programs that were making them money and not me money. And the financial manager or the financial wizard, it helped to keep me disciplined. It helped to keep me on track. And I'm actually not in debt anymore. I've managed to claw my way out of over 20 grand debt. And as a single parent, supporting 2 kids and, being unwell all of the time because I have a degenerative disease called MS, I'm pretty pleased with myself. It was like $25,000 or $28,000 debt. And it was a lot of weight to carry. So, if you need to know where you are financially and you need to keep on top of it, use the financial manager, because you're going to cut out all your spending leaks and you're going to find out where you're actually, making gains. So that's my recommendation. That's what I love about Traffic Tsunami. I haven't found anything that I don't like about Traffic Tsunami. Go, Amy, your turn.
Okay, I've got a question about Traffic Tsunami. John and I went through and put all of our financials in. And is there like a graph somewhere where we're supposed to see like how broke we are?
Not at this time, because very truthfully, Amy, and I'm really sorry to state this truth, but we kind of all know how broke we are.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, at this time, there is not a graph that would show you your budget. However, that is absolutely an amazing idea. And I am going to write that down for future possibilities to involve that into the financials to help people understand where they're sitting in the financial platform. I mean, as an ex-banker myself, I used to use those types of graphs all the time.
Okay.
They really do help put things into perspective they did help put things into perspective for my banking customers. So,
I mean, okay, can you explain the purpose of entering your financials then?
Yes, in entering your financials is not about reminding you how broke you are. That actually is not the goal, because we understand you're here. You know how broke you might be.
Hello.
Yeah. The goal of the financials is actually to inform the system of when you're able to financially afford another opportunity being presented to you without taking food off of your plate, your children's plate, or taking money out of rent.
Okay.
If your budget shows that you are only, after paying your bills and you're bringing in your profit and you're only pocketing $15, the back office will not show you a $50 a month opportunity, because you do not have $50 to spend.
Okay.
What it will do is instead show you opportunities that your upline what might have available in the smaller apps or ops. I like, for example, in my back office, I have two things that are for those people that are very smartphone friendly. I have two very, they're free apps that you can put on your phone. They are a very slow way of earning money, but when you're earning nothing a day and you see that you're earning $1 or $2 a day just by taking pictures of your Safeway receipts, you feel that you've accomplished something.
Right.
And then in time, you take those money and transfer them into your checking account so that you can move forward with the next opportunity. So the financials are truly there to help you not go into more debt via opportunities.
Okay.
Because we've all heard the shiny ball syndrome, the shiny ball spiel. I know you failed in this Thursday, but just sign up in this Sunday, and by Thursday next week you'll have your Lamborghini.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, I was thrown that sales pitch. Yes, Kylie, you can laugh now. You remember the sales pitch. And I was actually thrown that sales pitch by the person that introduced me to Tsunami many, many moons ago.
And guess what he's doing now? He's advertising on my ad page.
Oh my God.
Like the true spammer that he is.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, and he's constantly hitting me up in emails. He's like, why won't you hook up? Come on, let's do this. And I'm like, we're hooked up through Tsunami and you walked away. Bye-bye now. Have fun. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Feel like a tour bus driver. But yeah, the financials are there so that you do not get caught in that shiny ball lie of the next opportunity being the promise of a miracle. Because if your financials do not support that money available, The financials will not, your back office, your portfolio will not show you that opportunity.
Okay. Thank you.
Can I just say something about the shiny ball syndrome? You know, as much as we're saying that the financials won't allow you to get into everything, we still love shiny balls here in Traffic Tsunami because we get to put them all in one place. Nobody actually sees you as, you know, an oclocker. And you've got these diversified portfolios for a reason, because those little things, as little as they are, occasionally before they pop, they're profitable. So, you know, don't go dissing all the shiny balls just because they are shiny balls. Just remember that nobody is going to be offered those things unless they can afford them, and that is the value proposition of the financial manager as a standalone for itself.
Yeah, we definitely, we love the shiny. I mean, think about it this way. To somebody in the world, we are the shiny ball. Okay. The difference with our shiny ball is you get 9 mentors minimum. I mean, if you've been in the chat lately, you get so much more than 9 mentors. Okay. You get one-on-one assistance daily for the first 30 days minimum from somebody. And then again, go into the chats and you've got 50 people helping you out. You've got people that want to know what your personal life is like so that they can help you focus in getting your professional life organized. I mean, we offer so many unique and amazing techniques that the other shiny ball syndrome say, oh, we have this, but once you sign up, they're like, no, we just got you to sign up. The difference with us is we follow through. But in truth, to somebody, we are a shiny ball, which is why we don't discredit the shiny balls. Because as we know with the MLM industry, I'm sure you guys are very well aware, you know, most opportunities that come up, their average lifespan is anywhere between 9 and 18 months. We understand that they're going to pop up. We understand that they're going to drop off. And while they were alive, they were a shiny ball to somebody. So, you know, and if through those opportunities a profit, you know, I shouldn't say opportunities, if through those investments a profit can be made on a positive level, then we definitely want to join that train and throw that diversification into our back office, knowing in 9 to 18 months they may disappear. But think about what a change can happen in somebody's life between 9 and 18 months when they're having a positive income flow.
And you put enough shiny balls back there and you've got a really good buffer for the one that pops. So, you know, don't forget that. That's important.
You know, guys, and if you don't mind, I want to tell you a real quick story about myself, just to maybe give you an area of focus with new people that are constantly giving us excuses. I don't have time. I want to watch TV. I don't have the money. I've got to take my dog for a walk. I've got soccer with the kids, all of this fun stuff. Okay. I want to let you know that for 7 years, my family and I were on welfare. And while I was on welfare, nobody in the system wanted to help me get off of the system. In the state of California and in the state of Nevada, once they've got their hooks on you, oh, they are desperate to keep their hooks on you. They're desperate to control you. Before I was introduced to Tsunami, I very much like Kylie had started thinking in the Tsunami ways. I had kind of reverted back to some of my old training from a child from my family. And I was able to get myself off of welfare. And within 3 months of getting off welfare, my husband and I were able to purchase a house for our family. What did this take? Well, it took me turning off the TV for that extra hour a night, which really wasn't that hard when watching reruns. Okay. It took me being willing to have a smartphone, to listen to videos on my smartphone while at baseball or soccer practice. I mean, because when they're practicing, I really don't need to be involved. It's different than a game. I'm basically just the ride to and from. I would listen to videos while shopping. I would download the videos from YouTube onto my phone, and I was listening to the videos while shopping. my weekly shopping. There's so much time within the day that people do not realize they can recapture. And that's one of the main things that you're going to have to quietly keep enforcing with new people that come to Tsunami. Because we are free, they keep thinking that there's a catch. Yes, there is a catch. Responsibility, honesty, ethics, morals. There is a catch. But it is a catch that they should be living their lives by already. I mean, all of us that are here, we are honest. We have morals, we have integrity, we have ethics. We do not sit here and lie to each other. So and they're going to, the new people that you're introducing this to, they're going to give you these quote unquote lies, their excuses. What you need to do is after asking them certain questions in regards to where do they see themselves in 12 months or 18 months, you need to be willing to sit down and help them find the time. Because believe it or not, by helping them find an extra 20 or 30 minutes in their day will open up so many doors for them that you will see them explode in the Tsunami system. Kylie, what are you laughing at?
Travis just said that he's too honest, and I said, yeah, we know that you're special.
Yes.
Hey, we have this is Tim here. Do we have any new people on the call here tonight that are new to Tsunami? Anybody?
Yeah,
Robert Tyndall.
Robert Tyndall.
Robert, let me take welcome, Robert. I want to take a real quick second here to go ahead and give a quick overview of what the program's about. And thanks, Jean Marie, for your explanation there in time management. That's always been a challenge for me. Tsunami is a little bit different than anything you've been exposed to, and let me explain how significantly different. Okay, most things online we see a repeating pattern where if you're good at a program or good at recruiting, you typically still struggle to get duplication in anything that you do. And the same thing when maybe people don't have they got limited time or limited experience or limited funding, they just have a challenge right from the start. So they go from one thing to the next, as you mentioned the shiny ball syndrome or shiny object kind of thing. And most people on this on this call tonight that are drawn to Tsunami are really looking for a better solution. It's kind of the it was an ulterior motive really by Gerald Elkins. It was designed, for about 4 years so far of coding, and we're kind of in the infancy as far as the launch stage of it with where we're going for long term. But the idea is this: we're offering free tools and training available to anybody with any program, irregardless of what program they're promoting. We're not a business opportunity in ourselves. Okay, we're actually a platform or a software. So visualize that being that. We're providing a solution to anybody you meet. So it's going to have the broad-based appeal to anybody out there. And then we have systems in place. The first thing we like to do is ask people to go ahead and watch the boot camp videos, because that's going to give them education. So we kind of draw them in with something we know they're going to need. They need the education, whether they need it or know it or not. So they're going to get exposed to that, the promise to getting leads if they follow through the process. And in turn, they become a better, better recruiter, more educated, and have a more of a well-rounded focus on the industry itself as they join you in programs. And from there, you have basically instant rapport with them. You're not selling anything, so you're providing something to them for a free service. So now you have a rapport, a way to engage that person and offer them something. Maybe you're working on a program you want to share with them, and that's kind of a passive approach. And of course, we've got more aggressive approaches that we'll get into later on too. As far as how to dominate platforms and things like that. But when we look at the MLM of the industry, there's a reason there's such a high failure rate. It's not, most things out there you have to, it's a trial offer, this or that, or some kind of guru wants to get you on his list and try to sell you something, and there's always one piece of the puzzle always missing. And that's what kind of brings us all together here, is by putting all the pieces in place, saying, okay, what can we do to provide every single piece of the puzzle to make sure that we, really flip the script on it, to take that 90% failure rate and try to, reverse that. That's really a long-term goal. And it starts with the biggest challenge being MLM. So of course, a lot of people have to take their own accountability, be responsible, say, okay, hey, maybe there's things I could have did differently, or maybe I wasted my own time or didn't do things, or I jumped into some kind of hype thing and they have themselves to blame for that. But a lot of times, I think people get into these things and they look at it, they think they put an honest effort into it, and just to get the results they were promised, there was always something missing. So we're kind of plugging those holes. Now, in this too, we're looking at monetization too. So MLM is only part of it. And then later on, of course, we'll get involved with affiliate marketing, and we'll get into cyber or different types of cryptocurrency and things like this too. So we're looking at just a little bit of tip of the iceberg here. But that's kind of an overview of the direction that we're going with this. And we're kind of like a big family. That's why we have an open meeting tonight. Jared's out there doing a ton of coding right now, and tying up some loose ends and things like that for the platform. We appreciate what he's doing for us here. So we got kind of an open format. Usually we have more kind of an overview, and then we have an informal, kind of share your ideas session afterwards. This time we do a little bit differently. And so, welcome aboard everybody that's new. And of course, if you have any questions, go ahead and throw them out there. Feel free.
Thank you, Tim.
Yeah, that's great, guys. Thank you very much. I've been doing MLM on and off, I guess, since about the 70s. So
Well, welcome home.
I'm looking, MLM has really changed. It's really taking on a new approach. There's a lot of people out there that try and cram shit down your throat.
And as Tim did bring up, the Tsunami system is a 36-month training platform. We do start you out in MLM because since 99% of the people are already involved in opportunities on Facebook, that was basically the easiest place to start with. But then from there, we're going to take you into affiliate marketing. In time, you will go to soft commodities, you will go to hard commodities, you will go to precious metals, you will go to digital real estate, and you will also be dealing with physical real estate. And that is just a short list of the things that you are going to be learning about over the next 36 months.
Yeah, well, I don't live in the U.S. I live in the Philippines.
That's okay.
So
that's okay. In dealing with many of the aspects that you'll be learning over the next 36 months, they will benefit you in the Philippines.
There's a lot of opportunity for Tusami here because, Philippines is, they love multi-level marketing here.
Well, then definitely run with scissors.
Well, we're those attending the show right now. We have people here from South Africa. We have people from Australia. We have others from Philippines. One of your upline mentors. This we talk about. You have 10 mentors, like my friend Mike Whitaker. His wife, I believe, is from the Philippines. So we have a diverse. When we talk about geography, we're all over the globe already. In the small organization that we have, we're already global. And so
yeah, that's really good.
Yeah, we even have a person who is from Japan, where MLM is illegal.
Yeah.
So but because we are on an international platform, we're still able to, assist you in building your digital portfolio.
Well, in my opinion, this isn't really MLM. I mean, this is just a springboard to promote product.
It is. We're not MLM. For those that need to learn about it, we teach them.
It's software. That's what we are, is software.
We're a free software platform.
Right. That's awesome, huh?
When you get the gist of the whole program, and Robert, you're right. I'm Mike Whitaker, and I'm Tim's friend. Well, in fact, I'm friends with all the leaders and the people here. And yes, my wife is from the Philippines. In fact, she just got back from Cebu.
Oh, wow. I live on the beach in Luzon. I live in Luzon. I've been in the Philippines since 2008.
Oh, okay. So the biggest thing to see about Traffic Tsunami is, number one, it's a total business funnel. And that has to do with there will be platforms available very soon for email broadcasting, autoresponders, also mining of the cryptocurrency. But the biggest thing about Traffic Tsunami is the change of mindset. The mindset of most people is that I want it right now, to
Yeah.
where with traffic tsunami, what's going to happen is we're going to diversify your wealth portfolio. And by doing that, it's like a big mutual fund where you're in lots of companies, not just MLM. MLM is an entry point to get the monthly residual income flowing, so you will have capital to leverage in other places.
All right, like the Bitcoin, the big currency, and all the other stuff.
Right, right.
And a wonderful thing about Tsunami, Robert, is that when somebody first comes into Tsunami and they start watching the boot camp, they're already mining for cryptocurrency just for getting an education.
Wow. Yeah, I haven't really looked at any of the videos. I've explored the back office a little bit. So I hear there's what, like 22 hours of videos or something?
Currently, there are 49 videos released, and you are looking at approximately 8 hours and 40 minutes worth of videos for that total time.
Right.
There are more videos that will be released in time as we go to, as we move away from MLM, for those that do move away, but they have not been released yet. So, I mean, there are,
Right.
Kylie, please remind me, I think there's like 150 videos total at this time.
Yep.
Mhm.
There's 100 still to be released, but
Yeah.
everyone needs to be totally settled, comfortable, and in 100% knowledge of the ones that they've got now. Because we don't want people falling through the cracks. We don't want gaps in the information. This system, you know, as awesome as it is, because it is freaking awesome. You know,
Mhm.
it needs to be followed, because this is all the stuff that the gurus tell you that you're going to get, and they never deliver it.
You never get, because they lied to you.
That's right. So this is all
Can I
brand
get
new
my
stuff.
money back? You lied to me.
Well, this is all brand new stuff to so many people, and because it's not being put out in the public forum, that, you know, this is the way that it should be done on an ethical, logical, and business level, then not that, you know, there's some people totally get the value of it, and other people go, oh, but nobody else does it like that. But it's exactly what they're looking for in the first place. So, you know, the whole thing is, do the 49 videos, watch them again, take notes, do the action steps. You know, there's action videos for setting up your page and your app tab, and that's great. I mean, okay, they're physical action steps and items. But in every single video, there are gems being dropped from moment to moment. And every time you listen to those and absorb one thing and go and listen to them again, you're going to hear something completely different, because you have grown. You know, once your mind expands, it's very hard to shrink back. You'll never be the same after this, Robert. I'm sorry to tell you, but you're stuck with us.
That's very good. I'm happy. I was introduced to this by Eric Lowry.
Yeah.
He's a real good friend of mine. We've been in several programs together.
Awesome.
One of the things that you touched upon there, Robert, which talks about, and you said with your experience, of course, you see people are always trying to shove something down your throat. If you think about the typical approach right now online that's pervasive out there on Facebook specifically, every 2 minutes you have somebody trying to pitch you on something. You know what I mean? So that's the mindset out there. Hello, how you doing? Here's my link, right? Well, the last half a dozen people that join me in the programs that I'm involved with, they asked for my link. I didn't even mention it to them. So that's how we do things differently. We draw in people by providing systems and tools and education, and you put your programs in your back office and your portfolio manager, and then you have passive exposure that way. So it's a really totally different way of doing things. And you know, the process that we do, a lot of the things, because you got experience, is going to be some of it's going to be a little bit of a refresher course for you, but we still ask you to go through the same process that we all do, and set a good example for those that follow you that maybe aren't as experienced as you are. Go through and watch the videos. It's going to tell people, you know, here's how to set up a Facebook page, here's how to add the application, these kind of things. Here's how to create memes or add content, these kind of things. And not everybody's you know, has done that before, so it's a process. And as you get a little bit deeper into it, you're basically building on top of your learning with each step. And that's the first part of the series, and the reason that we ask people to do that first. And then we plug them in, of course, to the groups and these calls and things like that. And normally we'll have an overview at first, and then after that, kind of casual chat. And we open it up to, it's kind of a little disclaimer we usually do is like, hey, now we're getting to, the serious talk. People are passionate about other topics. Maybe it's interest they have in global warming or politics or religion or something, where it's pretty much anything that you're passionate about to give other people's feedback. We're kind of a big family here, and we don't always agree on the same things. I butt heads with pretty much everybody here because I'm kind of a nonconformist. I was with Jared and a while ago with Kylie, and we all do. But we understand that people have a different way of viewing things. But when it comes to our direction, we're all still focused as one team going in a positive direction forward to try to solve some of the industry problems here. So you're going to see a lot of differences here. You've probably already seen that now.
Right. Yeah. I like what I see so far. It's pretty nice.
Well, amazing. Sorry.
Well thought out.
Sorry, what was that, Shauna?
No, please.
Well
go ahead.
thought.
We're all, yes, it is
Yeah.
well thought out. You were about to say, Kylie.
Okay, so in the chat, Sky had a question about the email. We're having a little bit of a hold up on the email side, purely because the back office is showing that people are not actually following through on listening to all of the videos or watching all of the videos. They're not utilizing the system. Now, if people are not utilizing it, if they're not using it, they don't know it. If we go and drop 1 million emails in the next 72 hours, the percentage of people coming back saying, oh, hell yeah, I am totally looking for this, is going to be monumental. And there is not enough people here who can handle it. We need more leaders to step up. We need more people who are knowledgeable on the basics of the system to get people integrated and totally familiar with what they're doing. Can you imagine it? If 10,000 people came in and said, oh yeah, I want a taste of that. And there's 10 of us, 10 leaders, feeling all of those people, people are going to fall through the cracks. And it won't be their fault. It will be ours. And we are going to give Traffic Tsunami a bad name, not for the lack of trying to help everybody, not for the lack of trying to get everybody to use the system properly, but because there are people here who are consistently talking and not walking. So let's just lay off on the when's the email coming and just get everybody in our system slowly but surely doing everything that they need to do to complete the steps. Because everyone wants a complete system, but we are the people who complete the system. We are the safety net. Thank you, John. Thumbs up to you too. If we have got loose netting, it's not going to help anybody. It's really, really important that we be the example that we want other people to follow. Everybody looks to us. There's 32 people on this call. There's only, I think, a couple of new people. Everybody else on this call has been on it at least twice before this. We are the example. Doesn't matter how new you feel that you are or think that you are. Because you're here right now, you need to actually gel with the rest of us so that we can create something solid for everybody else. Or else we're going to get a bad name. Our name will be mud, individually and as a collective in Traffic Tsunami. That was just my say.
No,
so,
actually, you brought up in what you just said, you actually bring up a very good point that needs to be discussed tonight. All of your actions in the back office are monitored. We can tell when you fast forward through videos. Yes, believe it or not, when you watch 8.5 hours of videos in 1 hour and 45 minutes, I am pretty darn sure that the fast forward button is being used.
Exactly.
No, none of us have dial-ins to your computers. No, none of us have fiber optics within your home. However, your own actions in the back office validate the lack of follow through on your part.
I gotta get a tissue to get the tears in my eyes. I'm laughing so hard.
Sorry, Mike. But it is the truth. We can tell when you're fast forwarding. Yes, somebody might have gotten through all 49 videos in 2.5 hours, but did they listen to the videos? Which is why when you have new people come in, you should recommend that they watch the videos a minimum of 3 times. The first time is to listen. The second time is to start writing questions to themselves about the video. And the third time, thank you, Mike.
AKA note taking.
Exactly. And the third time you listen to the videos is to answer your questions. In order for us to release that email platform, we need to have minimum, what is the number, Kylie?
1,000.
Yeah, but leaders, we needed to have a minimum. Yeah.
30.
No,
Okay, I thought it was more like 75 or 80.
For how many people?
ideally we'd like 100,
Okay,
but you know,
we've
anywhere
gotta have
between
100
50 and
leaders.
100.
Yeah.
So we have to have 100 people that breathe tsunami, that eat tsunami, that walk tsunami, that shower tsunami, that soccer mom tsunami. We have to have 100 people that do that before we can release that email platform. Because if we send out 1 million emails in a day, we're going to have a minimum of 250,000 responses. 10 of us cannot do it.
Well, another solution would just divide that by the number that we do have, like currently on the call, by saying, okay, if 100 would be required for 1 million emails and 10 for 100,000, and go ahead and blast it out and do a test of it. I think 100,000, because even if you figure out the percentage of response on that, I'm looking forward to the test. But
you're going to get about a 1% response.
Right. So 1,000 people out of 100,000 divided by 10 people, I think we can handle. But it's a work in progress.
Yeah. On a cold email, you get like 1% response.
Okay.
Yeah, but the most important thing is that we don't want to do what the industry has been doing. We want leaders for Traffic Tsunami, but also along with that, we have to have mentors and sponsors that are going to take care of their groups. Otherwise, it's all in vain. Otherwise, it gets out of hand.
Yeah.
It's taking the accountability and the responsibility for and the people that are in Traffic Tsunami have taken that accountability and responsibility for their team members.
So what's the qualifications to become a leader then, or
Results, man. You guys have to lead by example. Go through the videos, set up your pages, set up your memes, and then enroll others that duplicate and do the same. At least really have at least 10 people that have 10. So that kind of organization where you can show that you can lead about 10 people, then I would say you're a leader.
But that doesn't necessarily mean those 10 people have to be in your direct downline.
That's correct.
We're talking about you helping 10 people across the board, cross-teaching.
Cross-teaching, yeah.
Which Tsunami is all about, guys. We don't care who, yes, a lot of the leaders are going to ask you who is your immediate sponsor, just so we kind of understand what's going on. But that doesn't mean we're going to deny helping you. Because we don't look at it as, oh, Mike belongs to Tim, or Kylie belongs to Santa Claus, or Deepa belongs to the Easter Bunny. We really don't care about that. What we care about is Deepa's questions are answered. Tim is helped out in cross recruiting. Kylie's able to help her students.
Yeah, I'm on another call right now.
For her, it's all about helping each other. But again, that does bring up something I'd like to talk about, which is Jared. Everybody wants to be Jared's.
Can I ask a quick question?
Oh yeah, please.
Okay, I've been listening because I'm driving. This is Valerie. Anyway, you had mentioned something about I lost my train of thought. Was it the email? Oh my God, I forgot. Okay, so when you boost your page,
You're bouncing, Val.
hello?
Connection.
You're bouncing really bad.
Did I lose you?
There you go.
Now we've got you.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yep.
Oh, I
Yes.
hate this area. Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Yes.
I'm sorry, bad reception. Yeah.
Nope.
I'll come back. I'll come back.
Okay.
Go ahead.
But,
Can't hear you guys.
All I was going to
Hear
say
you guys.
well, Valerie is getting a little better reception and, oops, sorry about that, guys. While she's getting a little better reception, remembering your question, I just wanted to bring up something about Jared. Jared wants to know all of us individually, but he is doing 90%, 99% of the work in the back office to make this platform run. Yes, we do request that you send him a friend request, because once you set up the business page, you're going to have to make him an admin so that we can monitor what memes are actually working. Those memes can be shared with the rest of the team. But before you reach out to Jared for anything, please reach out to your sponsor. If your sponsor is unavailable, come to the 10 leaders: Kylie, Mike, Tim, David Arnold, David Mendoza, Tony, myself, Deepa. Did I get them all? Did I miss
Alex.
it? Alex, thank you. Alex, we are here to help you. Most of us are on the computer 20 hours out of the day or on our phones. So please reach out to us. If it is
Travis as well. Travis has gone 10
sorry.
plus
I'm
1.
sorry, yes, and our check support. I'm very sorry to have forgotten you, my check support. But please reach out to us. Please
And
ask
Ricky.
us questions. Oh, and Ricky. I didn't see Ricky on my camera.
See, this is how it goes, guys. These guys are leading. They are showing themselves to be leaders. We've had our core 10 leaders for a long time. So that's why Shauna and I go, oh yeah, Alex, David, Deepa, Tony, blah, blah, blah. But then we've got Ricky Ackers. We've got Travis, our awesome baby Huey check support. and you know, they're standing out. Mike Whittaker, another, you know, relatively new person, standing out. Absolute beacon. And if you go to any chat, one of us will be there most of the time, you know, and we will help you. But I've got to tell you right now, Jared he's like he's like the Florence Nightingale of the internet marketing space. He wants to help. He wants to be there. He wants to know everybody, like Shauna said, individually, because everybody we are not just numbers in Traffic Tsunami. Nobody is a number here. It doesn't matter how big we get, nobody is ever going to be a number.
We're not like a doctor's office. We're not a chart. We're people.
Exactly. And I mean, Jared can only do so much. You know, just like me. I mean, I know there's tickets in the help desk that are old, really old. But the thing is, Jared answered those questions on these calls, and he has answered them personally. So if your ticket is still looking open and it's old, it was already answered. It's not because I'm being negligent. It's not because Jared is being negligent with the help desk either. It's because we've reiterated it over and over and over. So, you know, someone will know the answer. That's basically the bottom line of it. Someone is going to know the answer.
So we
But,
ask that you take the question to your sponsor or take the question of the wave. If you need to reach out to one of the 10 mentors, and those mentors will be growing, but if you need to reach out to us, reach out to us. We give you our word. If it needs to be directed to Jared, we will tell you exactly that. We will go with you to Jared to handle the issue or the problem. But until then, please use us as your front line. we have spent the time and the hours learning this platform inside and out so that we could help you in our sleep.
Which most of us have actually done.
Yeah, actually, yes. I have answered many private messages on Facebook because my phone went off at 3 o'clock in the morning. But there was a question that was being asked, and it was a question that needed answering. So yes, I gave my husband his earplugs, and I sat up in bed and answered the question. And yes, Travis, again, you're laughing at me, but I swear it's a true story.
I actually, before the new boot camp, coding was done, and you had to actually you had to actually click next. I used to run the boot camp while I was asleep. Can't do that anymore. It's kind of a pain.
Well, even an example of that, even this meeting right now is really AI. I mean, really, Kylie's not even there right now. She's been sleeping about 3 hours ago. And we're just throwing a question, and it automatically predicts what the response is going to be, and it throws it out there, and it filters that answer by cross-references to what Sean and Marie just said on the previous answer to get you the answer that you need. Hopefully, when she wakes up, she's going to have some positive feedback here.
Fiber optics, everybody. That's what it boils down to, fiber optics. And
fiber optic is not just for Christmas trees.
Yeah, and elves.
I'm not here either. This isn't even my real voice. This is a computer generation of my voice.
Yeah, I have a question.
Yes.
About the emails. As far as you saying you need 100 people that's really active in Tsunami, how many people you saying is active now?
Kylie, do you want to handle this one?
When we say 100 people, we mean actual leaders, standout people who are prepared to step up and take on some responsibility within, their organisation, within the whole organisation. Because we're going to get to the point where, I can't handle 1,000 people on my own. And that's where we're going. We've got, 1,000 plus, I think, in Traffic Tsunami now. And 10 of us, 12, maybe 15, dealing with everybody on a regular basis. So.
Okay. Because a lot of us got jobs. Okay.
Sorry?
Because a lot of us got jobs and we can't be on the computer, all day.
Absolutely.
It does not require that.
It's our job. Well, we've taken on the responsibility of being available because we don't have the responsibility. A lot of us don't have the responsibility of a 9-to-5 and someone else to answer to. So, it's a case of, when you're at home, when you're not at work and you're at home and you're online and you're doing your TT stuff, if you know the answer to a question, answer it. Doesn't matter who the person is. Doesn't matter where they are in the organisation. Just answer it if you know the answer.
I understand.
One of the things I mentioned even in the group, I think a lot of times people make this really a lot more complicated than what it has to be. Look at it as though you're providing what you are, a solution to the hordes of people out there that are having a problem with duplication, with lead generation, with training and all that. So, I like to illustrate it by saying if you had a crowd of hungry people, could you feed them? That's exactly what we have. If you look at Facebook, for example, if we just illustrate like these make money online groups, every single person is there for one reason, to post their biz up and to hope that the right person sees it at the right time because they're trying to generate traffic and exposure, whatever business they're doing, and hopefully get a sign up, right? Well, you can actually sit and cherry pick those people and say, okay, I like this guy, his approach, his post, the content, whatever they're pitching, right? And you can pull that person aside and say, hey, I've got a better way that you can get a better result. Offer quality training and free leads to anybody that joins you. And it's simple to do. So this isn't something that requires a whole lot of time. When we talk about getting 10 people, I don't think it's unrealistic for somebody to be able to do that in really in a few, if they follow the process. And of course, there's a time allotment for those that have to kind of piecemeal it together as far as watching the videos. Maybe they can only watch, a couple here and there because they're, how much time they have available or whatever. But other than that, I think this can be done relatively quickly. This isn't a platform designed for limitation. It's designed to do it at your own pace. So you can get as aggressive as you want to with it, or you can take your time with it, as much time as you need.
Can I just say, with the 10 people that we recommend, 10 is like the outside number. 10 is the max, because you want only enough people, not enough people, you want only as many people as you can teach properly. You want to make sure that everybody knows exactly what they're doing before you let them out on their own. No one is ever going to be on their own, but before they go and get independent, make sure they know everything. Make sure that they know. It's so simple. I mean, along with, Tim's recently said it, but I've been saying it for 15 months now. People are looking for a way to complicate this because it makes them feel like they're actually doing something. This is smart, not hard. We're working smart. We're not working hard. You want to work hard? Work for someone else who wants to pay you at wholesale so that you have to live at retail. That's working hard. Okay, we work smart. So if we do it right the first time with people as they come in, then, occasionally we may need to tweak a little bit. We may need to revisit and revise, but it's not like completely changing everything that they think they know. Do it right the first time, because that's where we're going to build a very, very solid foundation for all of the people that they are going to bring in and teach. We don't want a steady and accelerated decline into, Chinese whispers, or I think you guys call it the telephone game, where you say one thing and 3 people down the chain, it's completely different. That's why we have the videos. That's why we have the 9 o'clock shows. That's why we have the mentors. We all say the same thing. We all give the same education.
Another thing, too, is I want people to think long-term and why we do what we do. When we talk about having 9 generations of concepts with this, I want you to think about some of the things that you've built in the past, right? That you've built. Maybe you've had a little organization there, and the company went south, they failed, or the compensation plan changed, or whatever happened, or you didn't get duplication, or whatever. You moved on to the next thing, right? And then you started over again. Maybe you've been doing this for years, starting over and over and over. Well, if you had connection with all those people in a large organization, then you just plug them into what you're doing. For example, let's say a year from now, you have people in Traffic Tsunami 9 levels deep, right? You may have 100,000 people all interconnected in what you're working on right now. So when you have that in your portfolio manager, now they're going to expose you to the things that you're working on, right? So this is how you build things for long term, instead of the short-sighted people that are only focused on that individual biz out there building. They think that's the greatest thing since sliced bread, and they'll tell everybody in the world about it, including their grandma, right? Jump in, right? It's $499 to get access to some super pill that's going to make you, smarter than God, right? But it never works out, right? And so what happens is 2 months from now, they're into something else. Now it's not the super pill. Now it's a magic potion or lotion that makes them walk on water, right? Well, the same thing happens over and over and over. That's how the industry works. That you're being recycled. That's what happened. You go from one program to the next. They're recycling people. You're the workforce to recycle. And this is setting an end to that. You build a solid foundation with trained people, and it ends recycling. Now you've got people that are their eyes are open. They see the long term. They see what the others don't recognize. So you can't force somebody into this. You can only offer it to them and say, here's the direction we're going. But again, and I'll reemphasize this, does not have to be complicated. You're not actually selling anything. You're providing a solution they already need.
Can I also say, as far as the 9 generations that Tim was talking about, one thing that doesn't get spoken about a lot, but which is really, really important, is the pass-up, because that occurs 9 generations down. And unlike other, we're not an opportunity, we're software, but most of the opportunities out there that have a pass-up, the pass-up cycles once. Whereas in Traffic Tsunami, your opportunities are attached to this software. and the software provides you a pass-up. There is actually an article in the help desk about it. It explains, you know, which numbers get passed up, and it goes to 9 generations. But the brilliance of it is that it doesn't just happen once. It starts at person number 3. It finishes at person number 101. It's only every third prime number. So you're really only losing, you're losing not even 20 people to your upline. But that goes from number 3 goes to your upline, number 11 goes to their upline, and so on and so forth, up 9 generations. So when you've got 9 generations under you, I don't know which number it is, but however many people down the line, you're going to get one of their people every so often. So when you have your 10 or when you have your 3 or your 5, don't stress about going out there and recruiting. This is not a race. You are not desperate. People want this. We don't need them. They need us. And your pass up will never stop. It will continue until the day you leave Traffic Tsunami. But the brilliance also is that those people come into all of your opportunities. So it's not just about them coming to your front line in Traffic Tsunami, because you don't make money off Traffic Tsunami. It's about the fact that they are offered your opportunities and they become front line of your opportunities. So don't stress about your 10. 10 is it's just a round number. It's for the sake of, you know, making numbers add up for other people. It's just a round number. You're going to get way more than that. And when they start hitting your front line, you need to be ready.
Another key point, too, that Sean Maria mentioned, too, as far as we have integrated tracking with this. For example, if you brought, let's say, for example, you had 5 people say, hey, it sounds good to me, let's go ahead and give it a shot. And you can see in their back office, did they watch the videos? And obviously you can see if they set up a Facebook page or any engagement there, but you can see if they're going through the process and see what they're doing. Or if they maybe started out strong and all of a sudden they did nothing for a week, for example. They haven't done anything for a week. You can see that, right? And so this is a way that you can reach out to people and actually see what's happening. That tracking is there for your benefit. You know, another thing, too, let's get to the money part of this. I know some people are thinking, if they're new to this, you know, show me the money, right? You know, a lot of our programs that we're involved with is, you know, like we like things that they pay instant commissions and residuals. For example, a lot of us are involved with National Wealth Center, IPS, these kind of things. In fact, most of us, I think, have position in National Wealth, and we're not tied to it as an entity or as a company. We're not in love with the company. We take emotions out of it. We do it as a form of leverage because it can be you can compensate yourself, you know, instantly. In other words, you know, within 20 minutes of signing up, not something you have to wait for, you know, a week or a month for. And then also that you could build the residuals, and because it has a pretty leveraged passive system, you know, built with that, you know, in that as well. So that's something we always recommend when somebody's new to the call, is reach out to your sponsor and see if they're involved with National Wealth and get more, you know, information on how that works.
Does anybody have any questions?
Anybody? I know we have a few new people on the phone. Really quick, before we get to any more questions, phone number, area code 269-976-0678. Could you tell me your name?
My name is Jackie.
Jackie, thank you. We take a roll call here. We like to know who's on the show. Yeah. And then phone number, area code 484-645-7455.
Thanks, baby.
Phone number, area code 484-645-7455. Would you mind telling us who you are? Okay, how about phone number, area code 989-777-0668.
Jackie Hill.
Another Jackie?
Yes.
Awesome.
I was invited by Jackie.
Jackie's.
Oh, yeah.
And then besides Robert, did we have anybody else new on the show tonight? Please speak up and introduce yourselves.
I know Marty's been in for a while, but I've never seen him or heard him.
Well, if it's not a ported out number, welcome to our Michigan call, the 989 number there anyway.
Thank you.
Now I know what I'm about to say is going to make Jillian laugh because she happens to be a school teacher. But one of the amazing things about the 49 videos that we're having, that you have to go through and that we're asking you to keep going through and keep going through the same way we have done, there are 9 core lessons in those videos, in those 49 videos, that I'm going to tell you a secret. You learned them in kindergarten, but you forgot by high school. Now, who here has been in kindergarten? Y'all remember coloring with crayons? Y'all remember eating glue? Y'all remember?
I never left.
You
No, I never ate glue.
I remember you eating glue.
I remember coloring with glue and eating the crowns.
Yeah. Tim, we don't talk about my first grade experiences. The point is that if you guys remember when we were in kindergarten and when we were in first grade, no matter what country we grew up in, there were core lessons. There were basic lessons that our teachers were teaching us in order to survive life. And I'm sure we've all seen posters or Christmas cards or jokes saying, everything I needed to learn, I learned in kindergarten. Believe it or not, that really is the truth. The lessons that Jared is teaching in the boot camps, you're going to find that they're very simple lessons. I'm not going to give you all of them, but I'll mention a couple of them. Honesty, integrity, following through, playing well with others. I'm pretty sure we've all heard these basic 4 lessons. Oh, and yeah, don't eat the glue. Okay, I'll give you that one. But the point is that these are not lessons. The way the videos have been made is they're not going to give you the answers on the first time that you listen to them. They're going to give you some answers. But there are hidden lessons in every video, in every lesson, which is why we encourage you to listen to them whenever you have free time, to keep listening at the repetitiveness of allowing that information to be absorbed.
Yeah, for each time you watch the video, you learn something else new that you missed the first time you watched it.
And I'm going to tell you right now, please do not sit down and watch all 49 videos in the first 8 hours and 40 minutes of being with Tsunami. Here is the reason why. I grew up with a teacher. I grew up actually with a couple of teachers. After approximately studying for an hour and a half, your brain stops absorbing information. At that point, your brain needs water, oxygen, and exercise in order for you to continue absorbing new information. That takes a minimum of 15 minutes to drink an 8-ounce glass of water, to stretch your legs around the house, around the block, maybe go throw a couple of hoops or whatnot, and to give your audio and your visual a chance to focus on something else. It's basically giving your mind a break. So when you do sit down and listen to the videos, try to listen to them at most, maybe within a 2-hour time frame, and definitely be willing to give yourself 30 minutes away from the computer. Drink your water. Exercise your legs and your body. Do jumping jacks if you have to. Believe it or not, blood flow stimulates the neurons in our brains, which allows us to absorb new information quicker and retain that information with less repetitiveness. So I bring this up. If you guys are absolutely exhausted, you're falling asleep at the desk, not the time to put on the videos, unless of course you're like me and Kylie and you like to plug into YouTube and just fall asleep to them, because that's what she and I used to do before the crypto mining started.
Well, what I recommend that you do is you watch the first 2 hours normally how you normally would watching your PC or whatever. And then after that, the next 2 hours, you stand on your head so you get a different vantage point.
I figured something like that was going to come out of Tim. Yes.
Yeah, I was waiting for it. But again, that's another reason why we have the mentors that we have available to you. As you can see, we have different personalities. We have different tricks of the trade. We have different tools in our tool bag. We were raised with different backgrounds. So depending on what type of day you're having, or depending on what type of personality you are, or the problem that you're facing, we have the mentors. Just because you're dealing with one mentor does not mean you're stuck dealing with that mentor. You have the luxury of reaching out to whomever you feel will be able to give you that help. It takes all kinds to make the world go round. It's going to take all kinds to make the tsunami happen. Just don't be in the way of the wave. Be part of the wave. Then you'll be good.
All right, guys. So I gotta go. Head out. Gotta get to work.
See you, David.
Oh, David,
You guys.
David,
Yeah. And I know Sean and Ray were still supposed to have a meeting call. I'm gonna get back PM you on that info and updates on that.
David, before you go anywhere, can I just tell everyone, Tony and I started a closed group for Traffic Tsunami people, so that you can actually add your app pages to that, and we can give it likes to create some momentum on those before you set them out on the public so that they look good.
Nice.
So yeah, we're going to get that finished. I think some people are already using it. So we want everybody's pages in there. Yep. And we want everybody's pages in there so that, you know, we can all build up the momentum and get some traction for each other.
Yeah, for sure. There's enough of us to get enough support. So that's definitely
an idea too, because it requires so many likes before you can actually, you know, register the vanity URL, you know, Facebook, you know, .com / whatever your name's going to be, you know. I think it's 25 or something, unless they've changed it.
It's 100, and this helps you get to that quota.
Yeah, we have well over 100 people. We have like 4 chats now, so pretty sure you guys can get that quick.
Kylie, are you
sometimes when you register it as a cause, you can sneak it in. If you do it as a cause first and then change to an app, there's a little bit of trick you're going to learn there. But then usually after that, I think if you do it as regular as website and then to an app, I think it still requires 25. But they might have changed to 100. I don't know, I'll have to check.
Kylie, are you raising your hand or trying to get signal on your phone?
I'm trying to get signal. My house has really crappy signal, and I'm trying to organise for my kid to be picked up from school because it's too hot for me to go out there. It'll just make me sick.
Okay,
all right, guys. Well, I gotta go.
Good night,
I thought she was doing a new dance, and I was trying to replicate it over here.
We've been on the call for about an hour, and being Monday night, I know a lot of us have kids and family that we want to spend time with. So are there any other questions really quick? And if not, we're going to call it an evening.
For real, I just walked into.
Sorry, Tony. Well, do you want to quickly give them a rundown on the page? Because I just brought it up, but
now that he's here, I gotta get taken off because we spent like an hour talking about Tony, and I don't want to talk to him first. So.
Why, is there a problem?
No.
The whole conversation was about you, brother. Now that you're here, it's irrelevant.
Tony,
well, what do you mean?
Just ignore Tim. He's being
last time here, you pulled off your shoes, man, and man, there was some issues, man, with the odor that I got through the sensory. I think next year over here, and I was like, "Don't worry about it." And then Mike was like, "Man, we can't have a meeting with Tony on there. We won't refuse to put his shoes back on." I was like, "Man, you're gonna get me offended if I mention it to him. Maybe pull him aside."
I sense that sarcasm now. All right, it's all good. Well, I'm in Japan. Shoes off when you're inside.
I've got to go. I'll see you all later.
All right. Good night, Mike.
All right, catch you.
All right.
Night, Mike.
Night, John. Boy. Night, Mary Ellen.
I have one question.
Yes.
Is it advisable to put your link in a news feed for to get likes? Because I've seen a couple of links outside, you know, to get likes in the news feed today.
Well, what we would like to do is so they have memes in your back office. You create your memes for your page. And the idea is to generate traffic wherever you post that to draw them back to your page. Just like if you want to promote anything, you bring them to your front porch. You know what I mean? You bring everybody to your page where you got control over the content there.
I know, but they was the link was in the news feed, and they was asking for likes.
Oh, so they were boosting their page, asking for likes on their page.
Not on the, yeah, they was asking for likes for their page, but they posted in the news, in the public.
Right, but in order to post it in the public through the news feed, it means that they boosted their own page through advertisement.
Okay,
No,
so that's
no,
okay.
no, Sean Marie.
Oh, am I misunderstanding?
I think maybe because we had quite a few people post in the like my page group.
Oh.
So if that is part of, if you have a notification on that group, then it would have come up in your news feed. So that might have been what was happening. It wasn't them posting it out in the public. It was them posting it to the group.
That the like my page tidal wave?
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay.
Honestly, I was not ready for that to go viral like now. Like honestly, I just put something together. Like Carly and myself put something together, and yeah, we were like talking about like, okay, this is looking good, so we just gotta fix a couple things up. I wake up in the morning, it's just like everywhere.
I didn't do it. Ricky did it.
I know. I know. Hey, but like I said, I can work around the noise. I'll fix it up.
We loved it so much, Tony, we had to put it into action right away.
Yeah, but I gotta double check after we finish this meeting, like because finished pages goes in the post, like that one spot, and I'm gonna have a spot for like juicing posts, or like liking posts, and another one for dress and press. So there would be like 3 main posts and nothing else.
What's the point of having juicing and finished? Why not just have juicing? I mean, that's what it's for. I mean, everybody wants likes. That's what it's there for. So.
Yeah, no, I mean like posts in general, like in groups and stuff,
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like finished pages, as if you guys are on desktop and you look through them, you'll see their page, like cover photo on their profile picture, and a side button that says liked or not liked. And just go through them and just like them. Quick and easy.
Okay.
That's all I did all day.
Did you, Travis? Well, that's
Yeah, it was
cool.
really easy. I was sitting in class just going through the news feed, like.
Why were you sitting in class going through the news feed? Aren't you supposed to be studying, young man?
Well, because math is really, really easy.
Ah.
Okay, so any more questions at this point?
Well, just to summarize tonight, what happened?
Tonight was a very general overview of the Tsunami platform and the importance of watching the videos, building the memes, the importance of reaching out to your sponsor and the mentors that are here to help you. We went over why it is so important to send your friend request, but to not reach out to Jared privately. As we, the 10, the leaders are here for that. We also went over how to become a leader, even understanding that people do 9 to 5 jobs or 11 to 3 jobs, different schedules. We went over being a leader doesn't mean being on Facebook for 20 hours a day. That a leader does not make. That makes you a Facebook whore. But just through your own actions, by being willing to help people, answer questions, cross teach, stepping up when you can step up.
Yeah.
I believe we had 2 people on the call tonight that I saw. Was it 2 or 3, Kylie?
2 that I know of.
We have a video for that. Okay, so all right, so it's just general. Okay, so I didn't miss anything much. For sure.
Everything we went over tonight is stuff that you went over with me months ago while in your sleep.
All right, so
that's okay. Revision is important.
Well, I had to run. Take care, everyone.
100 liters. What was that about?
Well, in order, we had people ask questions about the email platform.
Uh,
And in truth, at this point, if we're wanting to send out a million emails a day with 10 leaders, we're not going to be able to cover helping all of those people on our own.
no, exactly. We need people to step up.
Right, and that was the question that was brought up earlier tonight, was how does one become a leader? How can one, step up into that position so where we can meet that minimum of 100 leaders? And so both Kylie, Tim, and we went over different methods of, listening to the videos while in the car or vacuuming, rearranging time and finding time where you thought time was lost. Kylie went over the fact of how important it is to help. It doesn't matter who's asking the question. If you have the answer. Yeah. They're because when in the general way in the waves, they're not specifically reaching out to any person. They're reaching out to somebody with the answer, and if you have that answer, definitely chime into the conversation. We did go over the fact that the leaders are in all of the waves, and somebody is in a wave 24 hours a day. And then we did go over chain of command of, reaching out to your sponsor first. If your sponsor is unavailable or does not have the answer, then definitely reach out to one of the mentors or in the wave. And if it is an issue that needs to be taken to Jared, we as the leaders agreed that we would take it to Jared. But we need the newer people to understand that we are that first line of teaching, because Jared,
definitely.
He's doing 99% of the stuff in the back office that he's fixing.
Yeah.
He is delegated to us to teach. So please utilize our skills.
Can I just say, help desk, articles in the help desk as well. There's information there. And I would just like to make what I think is a very valid point. It's taken 3 of us to do what Jared does by himself on a call. Now, he's not here because he is answering text questions and trying to duplicate the problems that people are having in the help desk right now. He's completely rewritten the meme builder today, and he is not here because there is so much demand on him. He loves the 9 o'clock show. This is his show, and it's taken 3 of us to make one of him. So let's not forget who Jared is and what he does and why he does it for us. I just wanted to make that point.
It's a very truthful point. And Kylie did bring that up tonight in the show with the people that were here, to please go into your help desk, to please read the articles that have already been written, because they really will answer 90% of the questions.
Yeah. Just remember, tech support. Tech support is a different story, but if you have something that you're dealing with and you're having problems with, that's what the help desk is for. Chances are your questions has already been answered if you just look into the help desk.
And read the articles and watch the videos.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, videos would answer your questions, but if you have questions about the videos, that's what the mentors are here for.
Exactly.
Guys, if you don't mind, we still have an unclaimed phone number, and I just unmuted them. Phone number, area code 484-645-7455. Would you announce yourself, please?
Do you know that you can actually take people out of the call that do that?
Yeah, I just didn't really want to without giving them a chance to announce themselves. Because I.
All right, Travis. Catch you later, man.
Night, Travis.
Night, Travis.
Must be cold. He's close.
Okay, well then at this point, I know that Doug is new back to our calls. He's been gone for a little bit of time, but he and I did reach out today, and I reintroduced him to his back office. So I think he is going to be moving along nicely with that. And then Robert, did you get all of your questions answered at this point?
I did. I'm just going to study the back office some more, and then if I have questions, I'll get back with somebody.
Okay.
Hey, Robert, can I just say, have you done your financial manager yet?
No, I'm working. I'm going to work on that this weekend, actually.
Okay, well, don't put in dollar signs and don't use decimal points, just the nearest dollar.
Right. That's good. Good to know.
I've just, I've had to answer that a few times lately, so I thought I'd just put that out there because now there's 15 other people on this call that have heard it and will know it.
Yeah, I really. So, how many people are actually involved in this now?
Exact numbers vary all the time, but I'd have to say around 1,000 over.
Yeah,
over 1,000.
I'd have to say over.
Last week I had been told that we had just over 1,200 people actively watching the boot camp.
Guys, I need to say good night. I need to say good night. So
good night, Kylie.
Good night, everybody.
See you guys later.
Oh, it's only me leaving. You don't need to go anywhere. Bye-bye.
Okay.
Robert, I've just sent you a friend request, and you're going to, if you don't mind, you're going to want to send a friend request to the other mentors that we have here in the group. Kylie, Tony, Tim, Mike.
Can you just put that in just send it to me on Facebook and I'll just add them?
Yes, I can send that to you in a private message.
Good enough.
Awesome.
So what's the best way to get started then?
The best way to get started, I understand that you're checking out the back office, but you truly need to start watching those videos.
Yeah, I'll start watching those this week.
The videos are going to help change your perception of the lie that the MLM industry has been feeding us for over 20 years, the shiny ball syndrome.
Yeah, well, I know about the lie.
But definitely, you want to start with the videos, and there are some videos that will help you build your page and add your Tsunami app to it so that you can invite people.
Right.
Once you've finished your videos, you are going to want to fill in your financial manager. Again, like Kylie said, please keep that to
all right, Deepa.
Night, Deepa. Whole numbers, as the system does not accept dollar signs or decimals. You're also going to want to fill out your portfolio manager of all of the opportunities that you are currently working.
Yeah, I'm only working one rev share program right now.
Okay. And then that's definitely something you'll want to put in your back office under your portfolio manager. The nice thing about that is the portfolio manager allows you to put in a link. It allows you to put in the startup costs, the monthly costs, so that people are very well aware before they sign up. It also gives you an area to describe the opportunity as well as an invitation letter.
Right.
So that you can truly personalize it to the team that you are building within the Tsunami platform.
Yeah, okay. Good enough.
Yeah, and the best thing about this, which I absolutely, I love and I hate because I can no longer fall asleep to videos, is the fact that as soon as you start watching video number 1, you're automatically mining for cryptocurrency. Our cryptocurrency, which is the Su coin, is based off of actual gold.
Right.
So we are.
So how much is in the market now?
How much? What do you mean?
How many coins are in the market? What's the
0.
Zero at this time. We are going to be, it is my understanding, this information may change. It is my understanding that our coins are supposed to be within the stock market by July.
By July.
At the latest.
Yeah,
But
that's
again,
good.
you know how banks can be. That information may change.
Right.
That was Bittrex by July, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So you guys aren't on the charts yet then?
For the crypto mining?
Yeah.
Not that I'm aware of, but I will be very honest. I'm not one of the mentors involved in the crypto mining breakdown. That was
Usually there's a pre-mining period that the initial miners pre-mine, and that's what creates the initial market.
okay.
But this crypto is different in a lot of ways, so who knows? This could be entirely different. Do we get does the mining credits for watching the videos doesn't happen until the coins are actually being mined, is what I was thinking, right?
We are already mining coins, which is why we're no longer allowed to watch the videos on YouTube.
Oh,
And you can't, don't get
okay.
me wrong, I have the videos on YouTube on my phone. So if I want to fall asleep to the videos one night and not care about mining, I'll turn them on. I mean, there's times where I'm sitting there bored at the DMV or something. I have no internet access, but I've got a few videos downloaded on my phone, and I'll listen to them because it's much better than playing solitaire.
True.
Because solitaire on your smartphone is just boring, you know. And at least this way, I'm reconfirming information, and I'm constantly educating myself. But I'm at the point
Committing it to memory.
Yeah, exactly. But then again, when I wake up in the morning and I do get on the computer, I turn on the videos in the back office, and instead of having TV or radio or back office noise, that is my back office noise. And then when I have a discussion with somebody like here on Zoom, I'll pause it, just like I would have paused the CD or something. So I'm, you'll find that we are already mining for cryptocurrency, but it's just for being interactive in your back office within the next few weeks will also earn you cryptocurrency. We have a toolbar coming. I do not know the release date of that, but I am aware that it is coming. Once that toolbar is accessible to you and you download it onto your computer, it'll be basically a search toolbar for the internet, Jared's own version of the Google help bar. But just surfing the web and checking out stupid things on YouTube or Googling things, you'll be mining for currency because the toolbar is interactive with your computer.
Right.
So he is truly building as many tools as he can that allows us to start earning legitimate forms of finances from moment one of turning on the videos, which is why we push the videos. Well, one of the reasons why we push them is because this way people are actually able to start crypto mining as soon as they turn on video one. As soon as they start entering their financials, whatever they decide to do first in their back office.
Donna Marie, I have a note here that I wrote down. Jared said something about 4th of July, the Sioux coins will be on trade. I'm a crappy note writer, so all I have is 4th of July Sioux coins on trade. So I don't know if that's when they're available on.
That is my understanding. Is he did mention the beginning of July the coins would be available for trade on the stock market.
Yeah.
Okay, well, guys, if you don't mind, my oldest son decided to cook dinner tonight, and I am starving food, but I'm starving.
See you later.
And we've been on here an hour and a half. I would like for all of you to enjoy your evenings and enjoy being with your family if you have family. please feel free to reach out to me should you have any questions. Most of you know my schedule. If I got a phone near me, I'm always on Facebook. But then again, you also have Kylie, Tony, David Mendoza, Alex Mendoza, Ricky Akers, Tim, Judd, Deepa, and that's 9. Oh yeah, plus me. 10. There you go. We also have Travis, who we like to tease as our check support. And believe it or not, Robert, you also have Eric, who is quickly working himself up the ranks to leadership status. Eric, I want to send out a kudos to you. The help that I've been seeing you give people in the waves, in the different chats, has been spot on. You have not hesitated to help anybody out that I've seen. You truly are leading by example, and kudos. Thank you so much.
I nominate him.
Hey, I'm going to nominate a rum and Coke, okay? All right.
Me
Tony,
too.
Tony, I will catch up with you in just a few minutes. All right. Everybody have a great night.
Thank you, guys.